What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV, back at it again with another banger, my friends. Y'all know the vibes. Kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me. So over the weekend, two of the top transfer portal bigs in the country right now, Sarah Williams out of Wisconsin was at LSU, and then on the other end, Madina Okot'S out of Mississippi State was on South Carolina's campus living her best life. Both recruits look like they definitely had a very, very good time. And as you can see, with South Carolina, man, they already got Medina in the TikToks, making videos. Miriam Dowda as well as Adele Tack showed her around, and it seemed like she just had a blast, man. South Carolina is rolling out all the stops, putting full court pressure on Madina Okot'S, and deservingly so, man. At 6'6", a shot blocker, can score it, can rebound it. They need her presence with Ashlyn Watkins out for, we don't know when she's coming back officially. On top of that, you lose Sanaya Fagan. Adele Tack is back. Chloe Kitts, the star rising sophomore Joyce Edwards is back, but they still need some rim protection. On the season, Okot'S averaged 11.3 points, 9.6 rebounds. She's also a talented shot blocker, natural shot blocker. She shot 64.9% from the field. And as a junior, I think it's kind of safe to say she's still kind of scratching the surface on what her game could be. Going to South Carolina definitely could up her trajectory for the next level as she continues to harness the skills that have already set the foundation of what she could be. But you see, poised, great touch around the rim, good footwork. She moves well. She's got some explosiveness. I like the lateral quickness. She's blocking shots without fouling. I think, as far as the numbers, right? Like, she had a 2020 game last season, man. So, like, she is capable of putting the offense on her back at stints if she needs to. She's capable of being a dominant paint protector, a dominant glass eater, and there will be a lot less pressure on her playing with other bigs like Chloe Kitts, like Joyce Edwards, like Adele Tack, where she doesn't have to do so much as she did with Mississippi State last year. And defenses will not be able to double down on her with the shooters that South Carolina returns and brings in with Latston, with Tessa Johnson. Maddie McDaniel can shoot the rock as well. You bring in Ayala McDowell. You bring in Agot Makir there, she could play the point guard position. Like, there's a lot of talent that you're bringing in around this group that can definitely shoot the ball. Chloe Kitts can spread the floor as well and shoot the rock. So this will open things up for Okot'S, who can just really focus on catching and finishing, being a reliable low block option, being a shot blocker, and being the biggest player on this roster, man. And it's obvious for South Carolina, like, how important her presence is for this team. And that's why they're rolling out the red carpet for her right now, trying to lock in this commitment. And, I mean, when they're showing you this much love, when you see the championships, when you see what is possible, when you meet the fams, when they're bringing you in and showing you just this much love, it's hard to say no to, man. It's looking like a lock that she will be at South Carolina next season, man. Nothing official yet, but it's definitely looking like a lock. And then on the other end, you got LSU with Sarah Williams, who's a super talented player as well, and arguably the top big in the portal. She is a must-get recruit for LSU as well, and they absolutely rolled the red carpet out for her also. And when you talk about Sarah Williams, man, I mean, just from a production standpoint, bro, she is a force on both sides of the ball, man. 19.2 points, 9.8 rebounds at 6'4". And then, she was the defensive player of the year in the Big Ten as well, blocking shots. And she's set to start at that 5 immediately at LSU. With the loss of Del Rosario, with the loss of Samaya Smith. Now, I love that you add in a Maya Joyner, 6'2", versatile forward, but you still need a 5. I love that they're bringing in Grace Knox that can play, either one. She can play the 3 or the 4 as well. Kind of got some Anissa Moral to her game. So the front court is shoring up to be one of the most versatile front courts in the country for this group, I must say. And Sarah Williams could be the last domino to fall to make this team a potential national championship team and a lock for the Final Four, in my opinion. Both these bigs, Okot'S as well as Williams, could be playing against each other next season, man. And that's the exciting part of the transfer portal, man. And both Dawn Staley as well as coach Kim Mulkey have laid out the red carpet. They've done well in the transfer portal, landing top targets, and it's hard to say no to the support. These players that are just so influential as well. You got Flau'jae Johnson, who left her tour to come be on that visit and to help recruit Sarah Williams. You got Michaela Williams and them applying full court pressure. Kim Mulkey is a very hard coach, I feel like, to say no to as well. LSU's backcourt is going to be extremely deep next year, man. Like Zakiya Johnson, as well as Bella Hines coming in, as well as Devon Burridge. Of course, Michaela Williams, Flau'jae Johnson. Like, all LSU has to do is shore up the front court, and it's going to be lights out. But these two superpowers in the SEC are definitely competing hard for both of these bigs, and it's looking like Sarah Williams is going to be a lock to LSU, and Medina is going to be a lock to South Carolina. Both of them bring different skill sets, but both of them bring and feel an immediate need for both of these programs. So I'm excited to see these two teams go at it next year, man. South Carolina really might not be done in the portal as well. We know they're still having a few eyes on a couple of other players that we've talked about as well. So they definitely may not be done. And then on the other end with LSU, top recruiting class coming in, Sarah Williams, Amaya Joyner. Like, this team is going to be super talented as well. So we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see what's going on with the rest of the transfer portal, with the rest of this cycle. But both teams are bringing out the big guns for these bigs to try to land these players, man. Rolling out all the stops. And the thing about Medina is she's already played in the SEC. So she's familiar with the physicality and the tempo of the game. So I think it'll be a seamless transition for her at South Carolina, in my opinion. But y'all let me know how y'all feel. That is a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, I am Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. This is the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Until next time, make sure y'all hit that follow button, subscribe, comment, like, share, all that good stuff. And happy Easter, everybody, for those that celebrate. Until next time, we out.